Musical guest, author Billy's band. Now big shot. Help me welcome my friend, your friend, CHUCKIE PEREZ.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the show, everybody. Listen, thanks for tuning in tonight. Hey, there's been a breakthrough. Exciting news, been a breakthrough. Apparently, engineers at McDonald's have redesigned a straw for the new Shamrock Shake. You hear about this? It's a new Shamrock Shake flavor. They designed the straw. McDonald's hired a team of aerospace engineers to figure out how to redesign the straw. The newly designed is U-shaped. Allows it to pull in both flavors, the chocolate, the mint, from both ends of the drink, giving the customer a more satisfying experience. Hey, I have an idea. How about just not messing up my order next time I come through the drive-thru? Did anyone hear about this? Hopefully no too many drinkers, but anybody hear about this? An Italian study claims new wine offers enhanced health benefits. Of course, they forgot to mention that the people who did the study were drunk when they came up with this idea. For health reasons. Kind of disturbing story. Do you eat at Popeyes? Okay, cool. Well, you don't like this story. You eat at Popeyes. A woman claims she was ill from a flesh-eating worm or worms after eating red beans and rice at a Popeyes. But thank goodness she's okay. You know, I guess everything cleared. She's okay. Maybe it wouldn't be a terrible thing. I was just thinking this. Maybe it's not a terrible thing if it was a fat-eating worm. I mean, menu of fried chicken and biscuits, you know. If a worm could just take some of this off, that'd be okay. They're going to still eat there, right? They're still eating there, no matter. Hey, what else is happening? New report says that rich people, entitled this, rich people literally see the world differently. Of course they do. They're all rich and we all poor. Come on. Finally, there's a new movie called The Great Wall. Everybody hear about this? Starring Matt Damon. Yeah, Great Wall. Trump said, it's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge movie. Hey, listen, we've got a great show for you tonight. Singer-songwriter Taja Savell is in the house. The Altar Billies are going to be performing, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
Wow.
everybody. My next guests are rockabilly, Americana artists, the Altar Billies. Please help me welcome the Altar Billies to the show.
Good.
All right.
Good. It's Chuckie.
Chuck. I like
That's Chuckie too.
John, yeah. I think you're going to be my favorite here because
I think he's my favorite. He's our favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite. He's in the middle.
it's so cool, man. I've been trying to get you on the show for some time now. We've been going back and forth.
Yes, we have.
Right, you're a very busy man.
Yes, I've got a few irons in the fire, as they say.
I'll just say, I'll just cut to the chase real quick.
Yes.
I was telling you earlier, I promoted a concert. I was 18. You got me into... You're responsible for getting me interested in Christian music because I didn't know about Christian music.
I'm responsible for a lot of things.
It was a good thing. It was a good thing because I was like, these guys rock. And you were up there and your hair and you had the whole...
I still got hair.
Thing. Yeah, but it was like... I know. And you were screaming and stuff.
Couldn't afford a haircut.
Yeah,
I still do that.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah.
But anyways, years go by, life goes on, I end up doing music, and you keep doing music, and then I have the show, and we're here today, and I see you guys online, I'm like, Altar Billies. Who are these guys? Altar Billies.
We're still not sure.
Who are the Altar Billies? Tell me about how that came to be. Because you're from Common Bond, which is another Christian group from that 80s era, right?
Yeah, Mike and I have known each other for a very long time. We played in Common Bond back in the day when he was
And he
playing.
toured with us, too, a little bit, too.
Yeah, he was in Altar Boys, and so that's kind of how we started our friendship. And then I played in different bands, Dakota Motor Company. I played with Violet Burning. I played with Undercover for a while. Just a lot of different bands.
The question is, who hasn't he played with?
All those groups are
not
great.
Oh, that's what I heard.
All those groups are great because it was like the foundation, really. You guys set the tone for Christian
For a lot of things,
really,
yeah.
Really,
we call it the third wave, I think.
Weirdly enough, I'm here doing this really somewhere down the line. You guys are responsible because actually, I thought at that time I thought
You
Christianity.
keep saying responsible.
You are, but good responsibility. I thought Christianity. I thought it was so. I was religious and stuff. I hated church. I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't want anything to do with that. I was like, oh, this is so boring. I go to. Who are these guys? And you got me into there's just some cool stuff out there, And you're just rocking. I think I saw you at one of these city colleges, and you guys were just doing it. I was like,
I used to play a lot of colleges and high school.
And I'm like, dude, it got me. And so to some degree, I credit you and the band back then for me getting interested in it, From that point, Christian music,
Sure.
And
that's a good thing.
Yeah, man.
That's a good thing.
So, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, the lyrics were very straightforward. I worked hard on the lyrics to portray the importance of, Your Love, GLM.
Life Begins at the Cross.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Dude.
Yeah. Those are important songs to me.
You guys
still are important.
Yeah, but now you're the Altar Billies. How did you guys come up with the Altar Billies?
Well, when it first started, it was basically... I met Johnny, and he walked into a parking lot, church parking lot, with a Ramones t-shirt on. I got to get to know this guy. And little did I know that our wives were already friends. And so I got to know John, invited him to play guitar at a Bible study we're doing at Calvary Church, Santa Ana.
Okay.
And he says, and he started listening to my music. He said, Mike, you ever thought about, some of your music really has Americana roots, rockabilly? And I went, so he made a demo and showed it to me. I went, and I started connecting the dots and realizing that, even back in the 80s, I almost had a Gretsch guitar in my hand that was kind of taken out from underneath me. And I always had a propensity and enjoyment of 50s music, but never really dug below some of the typical rock and roll music, summertime blues. And now that I have, I've seen just the great depth to music and the connection of rockabilly music to the gospel church through Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley.
Now, how did Chuck come into the scene? Just because you guys needed...
We needed a drummer.
You need a drummer.
A good drummer. We had a guy named Chris Cummings playing, and...
no relation, just the same last name.
I thought you were cousins.
No, which I thought was so evil. He told me it was because they wanted to keep the last name the same, and that was the only guy that he knew that drummed that had the same last name.
So a decision has to be made, okay? Some decision has to be made. Is it made to three of you? Who's the leader of the band? I know you're leading.
No, we're all... He is. And the name Altar Billies, we needed a name. At first, when we first started, the idea was to take Altar Boys music and make it rockabilly. And that's what we did at first. And then something happened. I started writing. And I hadn't really written any songs in 5 to 10 years, anything worthwhile. And I pinned the first song I brought into these guys was Hold On. And they went, we like this. And then I just continued to write. And also the idea was to play a lot of churches. We do play churches. Most of the time we find ourselves in clubs and street fairs. Cool. You know, we played the car shows, touring around
cool,
with Gretsch.
You're taking the message out there.
Well, and so, you know, it just kind of changed from what we were. So, I mean, sometimes in hindsight, I wonder, well, was that a wise thing to name it that? You know, a lot of people are that follow the altar boys are a little bit not offended, but like, what's he doing now?
The expectations, they're expecting.
Yeah. So it's a different thing, and the altar boys is great, and I respect what it did, and the fact that it's there in the music, I love it.
That was then. This is now.
I always refer to sometimes as a third person. Those guys, you know, back then.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's true. I mean, things change. You know. You didn't reinvent yourself, but you kind of did. And,
I did reinvent.
Yeah, you're doing a.
I did reinvent.
How is the process going from that to playing rockabilly? I mean, what's the? Well, you know, I mean, you went from
the genesis was really Johnny showing me bringing music in. Yeah. You know, Eddie Cochran, early Grady Martin, who played on a lot of Johnny Burnett. He played with everybody. Buddy Holly. And just
let Mike talk if you don't mind. Let him do the talking.
He'll come in. I'll make it scrubbed if needed.
He'll correct. I'll correct him. You say something wrong.
So you know, it was a slow process. Yeah. It was a slow of learning and relearning. And in the past couple of years, I've been learning how to play jazz guitar, and just going from this. It didn't go from this point. We gotta realize this is 10 years. Yeah. Like 2008. Yeah. So it's almost 10 years in the making, and little steps along the way. Oh, look at this! Listen to this guy, and going back to Charlie Christian and Les Paul, and Brian Setzer and Grady Martin and Chet Atkins, and early Eddie Cochran and Gene Vincent. You know, all these great guitar, early Elvis, early Johnny Cash. I mean, and really digging. Beyond Ring of Fire.
You did your homework, and I
still am. Yeah, there's so much to learn.
Brand new. I saw your music videos are really dope, man. I remember looking.
Well, that's country duo. That's Chad Ashton. Chuck's cousin.
That's my cousin.
Oh yeah, your new record, long record.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
Record's fun.
45. Long road, right?
Yeah.
I know you're going to sing Hot tonight. I asked for you to sing Hot. So you're going to do Hot.
So you have to twist my arm.
Yeah, there you go. And what else you need to do tonight?
Long Road.
Long Road. Cool.
The gospel.
Very cool, man.
Very gospel.
Listen, well, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm so glad you came down. So glad it worked out. And we'll be right back right after this with the Altar Billies performing.
We're coming up.